Hello, hi, YouTuber. Hello, hi, YouTubers. Hi, I'm Rock, and I'm coming back at you with another live stream. And in today's live stream, well, if you've seen the thumbnail and you read the title, Traxxas has just released the new or their version of the mini crawler. So it's called the TRX dash 4M. I guess M for mini. So it's a 1/18 scale mini scalar rock crawler, which is pretty awesome. I think to me, mini rock crawlers or scalars are trending up, way up for me. I don't think I could ever go back to anything bigger than a 1/18 scale. Yeah, even like maybe like in regards to 110 scale, um, it has to that RC has to pretty much just blow it out of the water or out of the park, hit a home run. But I don't know. I'm just addicted to uh, 1/18th or 1/24th scale scalars or rock crawlers. Well, number one, it's a lot cheaper than a 1/10 scale. Wow, a lot cheaper. Probably like 1/3 cheaper. Um, two. Uh, Now they have upgrades for these mini crawlers, so the upgrade's a lot cheaper. I mean, it's just a lot more budget friendly, cost effective, and they 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 perform just as good as the 110 scale, probably even better. But anyways, me, and it's easy. It's just and portability. You can just take it anywhere where you want. It can take you with pretty much with you anywhere, and rock crawl anywhere. I know a lot of people do the indoor crawling, and you also can take it outside to go crawl. But without further ado, let's go check out this new Traxxas TRX-4M. I think you can pre-order it at your local hobby store right now. I tried to check Amainhobbies website and they don't have it, but I do have the link in the description box below if you want to go check out the to it's a direct link to the Traxxas website for the TRX4M. It's not an affiliate link, so but I don't think you can pre-order it on Traxxas website. You have to do it to your hobby store, and then I do have the link to Amainhobbies website. It is an affiliate link, so if you click on the link and if you purchase anything on Amainhobbies, you do help support my channel, so that way I can continue to do more content and pursue my lifelong dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber. But without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so here I am on the Traxxas TRX4 website. So it comes in two uh, you can get in either the Defender body or the Bronco. I think I'm gonna pre-order the Bronco. I have the blue 110 scale TRX, so I'll probably and I do have the Axial STX24 Ford Bronco in red. So I think it comes in blue, red, and white. So I'm probably will be getting the white, and I may get the Defender later on. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pre-order um, the Bronco. So right size for fun, all-terrain versatility, and then it's capable of 40-degree steering angle. And it has actually oil filled GTM shocks. So I guess you know for this type of size, I don't think oil is necessary, but it's a great thing to have, just in case you want that, um, flexibility, I guess, to change your dampening on your suspension, especially in your shocks. Um, then detailed ABS body with clipless mounting, so um, it's hard plastic, which is kind of interesting, and it's not the clear Lexan that Traxxas is normally known for, which is interesting. Waterproof electronics, so it comes with a all-in-one ESC receiver um, electronics. So I guess, okay, yeah, the Defender is clipless too. Looks like it. And then so the price is in stores this November, $149.95, which is kind of surprising. Very surprising. That Traxxas didn't price it at $199.99. Yeah, but so they're being very competitive with the the other mini rock crawlers like the Axel SCX24 and also Easy RC and all those other RCs. I think RC 4-wheel drive just did a price reduction on their Trailfinder mini version. I think it's at $79.95. So, which is, yeah, prices are dropping. Inflation is starting to trend down. But okay. So go ahead and pre-order your Traxxas TRX-4M at your local hobby stores. I don't have a local hobby store, so I would have to pre-order it online. I'll order at the best online hobby shop in Amainhobbies. And so if you want to watch the video, here it is. In-depth review. It goes over functions and features and suspension. So it looks like a 4-link. I think it does has portal axles on in the front. Yeah, but anyways, so ultimate small scale crawler, and it actually comes with a full size Traxxas TQI. I was hoping it would come with a smaller version like the Axial, but it's all good. So here it comes with a 2-cell 750 milliamp LiPo battery, 20C burst. So this is long run times. You get easy, I would say about almost an hour, depending. Maybe click this. You had these arrows. So here's the motor. I think it's a 88 two-turn motor. Titan. I could be wrong. I just quickly went over briefly. And steel frame ladder chassis. Again, like the oil-filled shocks. Working bumper LED lights. Realistic body elements, 1/18 scale. Here we go, realistic body elements. So LED lighting, just the front bumper that works. So something sells separately. I guess eventually you can get the pro scale lights sold separately. So that can cost you another $100. Detailed 1-inch wheels. TRX-4M's replica 1.8 wheels are authentic scale replicas with molded lug, nut, and beadlock details. TRX-4M utilizes a standard 7mm hex, making wheel swaps quick and easy. I did the lights, and then here's the battery. Included 2S LiPo battery with ID. So the included 2-cell LiPo battery provides 7.4 volts of high performance power and over an hour of runtime, which is like I said, about an hour. The Traxxas ID, safety and simplicity. The special design ID connector plugs directly into the EC 2.5. And here's your charger. It's a 2-amp USB fast charger with ID. Pretty cool. Clipless body mounting system. Molded fender flares. I guess we already went over that. Yeah, so right here, low center of gravity, battery tray. It's the transmission, optional transmission ratios. So I guess you can change your gearing. It's optional. Optional ratio sold separately. So they're already coming out some upgraded or optional parts for this TRX-4M. Still see channel frame rails. And here's the motor. The Titan motor mounts securely. So 87 tooth. So it's a Titan 180 87 tooth motor. I'm assuming it's brush because there's only 2 motor wires. And then here's the ESC or steering servo, heavy duty steering servo. I'm assuming it's all metal. Yeah, with a metal main gear. Metal main gear. And then you have your high quality hardware. That's basically it. There was chassis and details. So here's pictures. Here's all the specs. I'm not gonna go over them. You can just hit pause. But so 6.10 inches or 155 millimeter for the wheelbase. Approach angle for Bronco is 54 degrees. Defender is 52 degrees. Brake over angle is 45 degrees for the Bronco and 45 degrees for the Defender. And then departure angle 48 degrees for the Bronco and 41 degrees for the Defender. Here you go, motor specs, 182, 87 turn reverse rotation. Maximum voltage is 8.4. Here's the all-in-one ESC and receiver electronics. So here where you connect your LED lights, your steering servo, and then your battery plug, and then your motor. Real simple, easy. Set button. And then here, again, features, but I guess what comes in the box. And what's included? What's in the box? TRX-4M, ready to race model, license ABS hard body, Titan 180, 87 turn motor, ECM 2.5 electronic control module, TQ transmitter, 7.4 volt, 750 milliamp, 2-cell LiPo battery, 2 amp USB fast charger with ID, high quality maintenance tools. And then what you'll need, so it doesn't come with your AA batteries for your transmitter. I think the Traxxas needs at least 4, could be 6. So accessories, I guess they're coming out with a trailer. And then here's I guess the upgrades, steering link, and then aluminum suspension links, different colors to okay, display stand, utility trailer. Can we click on it? Nope. Mickey Thompson tires, Method blue lock B-lock wheels, Method satin B-lock wheels, all different colors. You can add brass weights. Again, you can change your ratio on your transmission speed. So if you want more speed, and they have the low range. And then Bronco Pro Scale light kit. Of course, they had to be it had to be separate. And then a Defender Pro Scale light kit, metal axle gears, blue aluminum GTM shocks. I guess if you want heat sink for your brush motor, I have no idea why would you want this. Blue aluminum servo mount, so the aluminum parts. Hardened steel axles. Oh, all kind of goodies. Upgrades. So color options. Looks like, well, I guess these are optional. So cactus gray, orange Bronco, area 51. If you want to change out your differential covers, here we go. Get a bigger breakdown. Well, you can buy, so Pro Scale LED lights is only $24.99, which is, I guess it's only for the front LED lights, I would assume. Headlights. And it does the rear. Can you click on it? So it's like, okay, lighting modes. Using the easy set but the headlights, marker, daytime running lights, lights off, brake reverse lights only, hazard lights, lights off, brake lights, braking. Okay, so it does have brake lights. I guess it has signal lights also. Yeah, so headlights, daytime running lights, functional brake lights, functional reverse lights, hazard lights. So I guess if there's hazard lights, it has the functional signal lights. to here. So utility trailer is $29.99. Oh, replacement bodies. So I get it comes in blue, white, red, and black. $54.99. And then if you want to get the Defender, it's also, it looks like gray, green, red, blue. And I guess like, then if you want to go steering parts, suspension, different get different types of shocks. Here, low gear ratio gear set, speed gear set, $5. I guess if you want to get the whole transmission, it's $40. Wheels and tires, or tires and wheels, method, blue method B locks. Are they aluminum? Satin black chrome with blue B lock. Doesn't say. It looks plastic. Then chrome plated. Looks like you have different styles. Mickey Thompson's, and you have the Canyon Trails or BF Goodrich. Probably want to go with the Mickey Thompson's, $12, of course. And then tools, Traxxas tool set. So that that's basically it. Quick brief rundown. You know, yeah, innovation, pretty cool. Oops, my bad. Checking to see if I had any comments, or check to see if I had any people in the chat. All right, so that's a quick overview look at the Traxxas TRX-4 gotta get used to saying it. TRX-4M. But maybe I should just skip the dash and just go TRX-4M. M for mini. But yeah, I think mini is the way to go. Yeah, as you can see, it's only $149.95 before taxes, before shipping, man. And that's like very cheap compared to a full scale Bronco, or not full scale, a 110 scale Bronco, or Traxxas TRX-4 Bronco, 2021 Ford Bronco, which is $549.95. So you're saving $400 on the mini version or the 118 scale version, which is, man, you know what you can do with $400 extra dollars? You can buy, at least you can buy, man, you can buy 2 more, so you can actually buy 3 of these minis, or you could do, upgrades, all kind of upgrades on the TRX-4, and then just give you folks a sneak peek. So this is the Axial SCX 24 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon. And so this is a 124 scale, and so this is an easy RC 118 scale Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon. So yeah, there's quite a significant difference in the size. So I prefer the 124 just because it's a lot more portability, a lot easier to just take out on the trails. But the 18 scale, yeah, I mean, can't go wrong with the 118. I do like the 118 scale because it does look more realistic compared to this one. But the reason why I like the 124 scale is because of this. Alright, so here it is. Quick preview, sneak peek at our Rock's latest, greatest creation. Ta-da! Okay, that's it. Be out soon. Build video to my latest, greatest creation. So stay tuned for that. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for this live stream or video, VOD, and hit the bell notification. That way you can know when I upload new content or like go on live stream or upload a VOD, which is funny because YouTube's notification doesn't work. You know, there have been a lot of people going on their YouTube channel, fellow YouTubers in the RC content, and you know, a lot of them been complaining. Well, I wouldn't say complaining, but I guess they just, you know, I totally agree. A lot of these people, yeah, YouTube for the past easy 6 years just went backwards. You know, yeah, my channel has suffered a lot in regards to viewership. It's like I'm in the bottom of the totem pole, which is okay. You know, I haven't consistently uploaded content onto my YouTube channel consistently, but you know, it is what it is, man. But you know, I'm back. I'm here. I'm gonna do my best to keep moving forward, to give you folks better content. I mean, man, I already invested. Ali, hello, brother. I have my question, and only you can help me. Sure, and ask away, my friend. So, yeah, I mean, it's like you know, already when I first started this channel, I invested a lot. I just bought a new low C8T truggy and tried to run it up. Okay. And so yeah, I tried to you know, I invested a lot in when I first started this channel, and then you know, took that hiatus, and then lately I invested a lot in this channel, but again, upgraded the filming equipment and the studio. It's totally different, but the car is running perfect. But I just bought a new low C8T truggy and tried to run it up, but the car is running perfect. But when I reverse it, the engine dies. But yeah, do you have a nitro or electric? Ready to run. When I reverse it, the engine dies. What do you mean reverse? You mean you I don't does nitro? Can you does nitro go in, you can put nitros in reverse? I didn't think you could. Yeah, you may have to mess around with your Nitos. I haven't used mess around with nitros or gas engines in a while, but I think you have to. I think it's your low Nito, your idle Nito. Oh yeah, so you may have to adjust your idle Nito, which is your low Nito, so it's not maintaining the you probably have to add more fuel to your air fuel mixture. Like you have to rev the engine up a little bit more. Yeah. So that like when if you're trying to slow down, it's more like your idle speed or your idling, your engine idling. It's not getting enough fuel or air. Yeah. So it's your idle Nito, which is your low Nito. You just have to probably add more more fuel. Or it could be more air and less fuel. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not an expert on nitro engines, but I know it definitely has to be with your your idling. So you know, you just have to rev it up, bring up the rev on your engine higher, especially with nitros, because nitro it can rev very high. So don't be afraid to well, I mean, don't to, I wouldn't say crank it up, but just to incrementally increase it. You get it down, man. Yeah. It's all about trying to understand your RC, and you're not gonna get it on the first rip. You'll get, yeah. You just mess around with the needle. Just make sure you remember where the stock needle was, the stock needle setting was, and that way you can either add more fuel or less fuel. But I think you probably have to add more fuel to your idling, so that way it'll maintain the engine rev, so it'll keep the engine running. And then I'm not too sure. And then you can also get, I don't like, does it also, no, it's a glow, yeah, it's a glow starter, so yeah, it's most likely idle, man. When ready to run, when I apply brake, the engine shuts off. Yeah, that's what my dad was suggesting. Well, man, you just solved my issue. Amazing, and definitely subscribing. Oh, I tried to look everywhere, but no video related to this issue. But I was lucky and saw you live and instantly solved my issue. Yeah, man, it's most likely it's only two things. It's your idle needle or your high needle, right? So the high needle is for your high speed. If you want to increase your speed, and then but anything that in regards to like certain like startup or low speed, it's most likely your idle needle. So it's most likely you just have to increase it a little bit, I think. But I don't know. You have to go through that break-in process. I'm pretty sure you went through the break-in process, and then and after you go through the breaking up process, then then that way you can raise the the idle, and that way, yeah, when you brake, you shouldn't be your engine shouldn't be cutting off. But yeah, how long did you have the truggy? But yeah, it's not that depends. If you already went through the braking period, so the more you run your truggy, the better the engine is gonna get and maintain, because it's still you still have to get a lot of oil into that engine, because if you just to like break everything in and make the pistons run smoother and up and down, because you know there's a lot of, when you heat up the engine, everything expands. So he's just trying to because you like shape and mold everything within that, the piston and the what to call it. It's been a while, but the internal combustion, everything's just gonna smooth out itself. Cause like right now, it's running rough because, but it's gonna smooth out itself. So as long as you keep running it and you keep adding the right air oil fuel mixture, it's gonna run like a champ, man. Just keep running it, keep and yeah, it's gonna eventually, the idle is gonna work out itself, and then you can make the adjustments, and it's gonna run like a champ, and hopefully you hoist up that trophy one day and call yourself a world champion. But, I tried to look everywhere, but no video related to this issue. But I was lucky and saw you live and instantly saw my issue. Just bought it. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you have to go through a break-in process. I don't know if you went through the break-in process. You just have to run your truggy a certain amount of hours, and then once and then it'll run smoothly. Yeah, once you'll notice it when you keep running it. But yeah, you just adjust, like I said, just adjust the idle needle. Don't do major increments. Just do slight increments, and then if it doesn't work out, then go back to the stock setting, and then again work your way there. Like I say, the more you run it, the better it's gonna run. I just bought it. One more thing, I also wanted to buy a DJI Avata Pro. Can you suggest a place to buy it with affordable price? Whew. I would say directly from DJI.com. They do. You can use PayPal, credit. They do accept Affirm. I don't know if you ever tried Affirm, but that one Affirm. If I would I would try it Best Buy. See if they have the DJI Avata, and then you can do the firm payment, which is like 4 monthly installments. Or you can go to pyrodrone.com and you can do there. I think they do sizzle, and you can do 0 interest, 4 monthly installments. So you probably pay like 200, 4 monthly 100. I would say come up to 150. So about, yeah, less than $400 every 2 weeks. I don't know if that's something you want to do, but yeah, um, yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, DJI, because they don't. No matter where you buy the DJI, I would say Best Buy, because you can get um, free shipping, and but do it. Or go with DJI, yeah, DJI.com, because you can get free shipping and they don't charge you taxes. That's the way I would go. Yeah, I would go with DJI.com. Um, you get free shipping, and they don't charge you for your state tax. So I know here it's 4%, so I save about $50 on on just buying it on the DJI.com website. Yeah, the Avara, man, it has potential. I really like it. Just gotta get used to using the motion controller until I can get the uh, um, DJI FPV remote controller too. Then I can go full on manual mode. But yeah. Hey, Gami, how's it going, my friend? Hopefully I can. Yeah, hopefully that helps you out, Ali. Like I say, man, you're gonna yeah, just be patient with that. Truggy, that low C Truggy. It is an awesome. It's an awesome RC. You learn. It's a learning process. You're not gonna be a genius or an expert overnight on nitro engines. I don't know how. Yeah, the more you play something, the more you practice, the better you're gonna get at it. The more you, the more you understand the RC, and you become an expert. Like I said, man, you know, yeah, man, you definitely say, man. Yeah, you're welcome, man. I'm always here to help. So, in a way, you want to reach out to me in the comments or my live chat. Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert on everything, but I do have general knowledge, and try to help you guys the best way I can. How long have you been doing RC stuff? Oh man, for me, I started RC when I was 11 years old. My first RC was the Cloudbusters. I know I have told this story many times. Um, and I built it from the ground up. Ground up, I built it by myself. It was scary. It was very scary. But man, it's like it was a challenging building it. The two things I hated the most was eclipse and the connecting the ball joints or the ball links. Because it's like my parents spent a lot of money on that RC, and you just didn't want to break it and not have it work. But I was able to overcome my fear and build that Cloudbuster and get it to run. And once you hear the engine, once it turns on and it starts the engine is able to, you see the tires spin. It's an unreal feeling. And so yeah, I mean, I had that thing forever, and it was always my collection. And when you're 11 years old, you go through phases. So you get tired of it, you get bored, you move on to other things, do other things, and then I just started getting back into RC. I guess about over 8-9 years ago. So my intent was to get another Cloudbuster and build that one up, but then I saw the Tamiya Toyota Tundra, and I think I was sold when I saw DJ Medic's RC Spark Studios that Swamp video, and the one he did with the Tamiya Toyota Tundra, and I was sold, and I got me a Tundra, and that's how I started this RC channel. And when I first started, it was all about just showcasing cool run videos on RCs, and but that wasn't working. That wasn't gaining any traction. But so I had to rethink and reevaluate was the whole YouTube situation, the whole RC situation. So I started making time lapse build videos. That gained a lot of viewership, but at the same time, my channel wasn't growing in regards to subscribers. So when growing up, when I was young, I hated going in front of the camera, really taking a photo or video. So, but I said I have to give my audience, my subscribers, my viewership a face. That way they have something to, relate to. It's all about being relatable. So that actually helped, and that helped grew my channel. And then, but I still haven't figured out the whole algorithm, the whole viewership thing. Because my advice is like, just because you think something is super cool, doesn't make that doesn't mean like everybody thinks it's super cool also. So there's only like a small part of the world, maybe if you're lucky, 10% that share the same view as you. The other 90% look at the world totally different, and they look at RCs totally different. So when I took the hiatus and when I came back and trying to do content on this YouTube channel again and into RC, I said I gotta be more helpful, and I just gotta point people in the right direction. And that's why I like doing the live streams. Or if people have questions or questions about RCs, I'll try to help you the best way I can. Like I said, I'm not an RC expert, but I do have general knowledge. I'm more smarter than what people think. But it's like if you put yourself on social media, it's all about content, and yeah, content. So, but you know, you just have to be genuine and be real about who you are, and be willing to help people as best as you can. If I don't have the answer, then I would probably try to get the best answers. Find someone or go online and help you find the answers. So, yeah, that's my whole goal, my main purpose on this channel. It is what it is. I'm treating it more like a hobby, um, than than um, than than a job. Because when you do it like a hobby, and you're passionate about it, it's gonna reflect and show. Where are you from? Um, well, I live in Hawaii, on the Big Island, in a small town called Kailua Kona. But I was born in the Philippines, but my parents decided to move to Hawaii when I was about 2 years old, and I lived here ever since. I had a couple detours along the way, but the detours always lead me back here. This is home. For me, this is home. Because I've been to a lot of different places in the world, and it didn't feel like home. This always felt like home. Nice. What part of the USA you from, Ali? Ali? Yeah, Hawaii is not a bad place to live. Yeah, and for me, like the reason why too I got back into RC is because, um, it was for me to have that outlet to have my mindset take me to another place, a fun place. What do you do except YouTube? Oh, I do a lot. You know, I worked for corporate America for 10 years, but when I was offered that job, well, if you want to, I actually, before I started YouTube, I was working at UPS. I was a delivery driver. When I was first offered that job, I knew that I was only going to work there for 10 years and start something on my own. Um, you know, and I did, and there was no regret. I really liked that job. I made a lot of money. I was making six figures annually, but one day and then I started doing a YouTube thing, and I became obsessed with it. so obsessed that I invested a lot in YouTube, to the point where I actually almost went broke. But yeah, if you see my videos, I almost went broke. But and then I left my job, and it was scary because it was the wrong time to leave the job. But um, it was the only, I think that was like, if I didn't leave back then, I would probably still be working there. But I said this is my only opportunity to leave, so I took that opportunity and left. And then when I opened that warehouse door for the last time and closed it and walked out of that door, or out of that warehouse, man, like seems like the whole world and dark cloud got lifted off my shoulder. I mean, I didn't leave like, um, there. It wasn't a bitter ending to when I worked at UPS. I love my job. It was great. It gave me a great. I mean, I was well taken care of financially. Um, but I get bored easily, and I knew I wanted to start something on my own, and I started the YouTube channel, and I got and I was working so many hours at my job, and it was taking away time from making content on YouTube, and I could tell that my content on YouTube was suffering. So I had to make that tough decision, and so I decided to leave my full time job and try to pursue YouTube full time. Um, but I had to, I went through some major life evaluation, man. When I think you have to be willing to hit rock bottom. For me, like I take I'm a bit I take a lot of risks. I'm a like if I play poker, uh, yeah, I'm that all in guy, all or nothing, and which sometimes it's not the right approach to take. But you have to find that balance. You know, being thoughtful and methodical in your approach or your plan. But yeah, I just was a high risk taker. I just got assessed with the YouTube thing, the RC thing, and so um, you know, did a deep dive on myself and asked myself like, how can I improve on YouTube? How can I make better content? And if I didn't go through those tough times, um, I'll probably be doing the same content on YouTube, and I wouldn't be growing. Um, but you go through those life evaluations, man, and yeah, um, I'm better for it, man. And leaving my job, my six-figure annual job, my guarantee every Friday paycheck, I don't regret that, because right now I'm way better off where I'm now than I was, 6 years ago. Way better. So yeah, that's why I'm able to get back on YouTube, do content consistently. I know sometimes I go on a hiatus. Sometimes it's good to take a break, but I didn't answer your question. But yeah, I do a lot of different things. I do Amazon FBA. Um, you know, I'm a licensed producer for life insurance. Yeah, you can say I sell life insurance. That's another part that I do. Um, Actually, I drive for Uber and Lyft on the side when I get the chance. Um, yeah, I do a lot. Well, photography and videography. So yeah, I mean, I think that's where I suffer the most too, is because I take on too much, you know, which can be a bad thing. Um, but I'm fully focusing, concentrating on social media, and there there's opportunity on social media. It's like there's a lot of opportunity in the world right now, man. I mean, the smartphone is a game changer. So yeah, I do a lot of different stuff, man. I'm getting back into more of the I guess I'm pursuing more of the social media content, because like a lot of opportunity there. I was able to get sponsored by a lot of different brands and companies, which are probably going to announce in the future. So yeah, things are going in the right direction, but one step at a time. Um, That's right, man. You just gotta do what you love. I really respect you. Sure, struggle and hardship and you went through in your life, and my dad faced the same thing. And for you, you got my respect. Yeah, man. That's the only thing. It's like, it's not how many times you fall down, but it's how many times you get back up. And the one thing is that you never give up on yourself and never give up on your dream or your passion. And that's why I tell people, especially like young kids, whether they're in elementary, middle school, or high school, or graduating, or even in their early 20s, man. He's like, if especially if you're graduating, and if you're not ready to go to college, don't force yourself. I think the greatest thing you can do is to get a full-time job and start making money. And if you can, especially travel internationally, man, that would be the greatest experience for you, because traveling around the world, just going to different countries, experience different culture, different languages, meeting different people. It's gonna change your perspective in life, and I'm gonna say, and you're gonna be enlightened, and you're gonna appreciate, because when you're a teenager, you don't appreciate what's in front of you or what you have, but when you go through those, when you travel around the world, you appreciate what you actually have, because you have more than what most people have in the world, even though you think you don't have a lot. But yeah, but if you're ready to go to college, yeah, go right ahead, but like I said, but if you're not, don't pressure yourself. And the best thing you can do is get a full-time job, go traveling if you can, even if it's just in the United States or in your own country. But like I say, if you can travel internationally, man, that's the greatest thing you could probably do in your life. Because you're gonna see, yeah, your view on the world is gonna change. And like if you ever wanted to become a social media influencer, or do a YouTube channel, man, you're gonna start off in the right direction, because everybody in the world is different. Like I said, people look at RCs different. Like for example, like the Jeep, right? Jeeps are universal. It's pretty popular around the world. But like the Defender bodies or RCs, that's more an international thing than a U.S. thing. I think the Jeep and probably the Ford Bronco is getting popular in regards to RC. Same thing like um, racetrack racing, whether it's nitro, electric, or gas. That's more like a U.S. thing than an international thing. International, I know scaling and crawling is big, and then international, and then probably the FPV drones is big international. Um, yeah, that's basically it in regards to international. Um, you know, but that's why like yeah, that's right, man. You just gotta do what you love. I really respect your struggle and hardship and you went through in your life. And my dad faced the same thing. If well, dad, you got my yeah. I mean, um, because I do have a lot of experience. I used to build my own cars. I was into the import scene back in the late 1990s, or I think it was at its peak at 1995. So I actually bought a Acura Integra stock, and then I customized it, did my own upgrades, did my own installation, um, converted it to the JDM Type R front end by myself. Actually, well, the front end I did with my cousin because he was the welder. But yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I mean, and I used to drag race. Um, so like in regards to like cars, um, I do have some kind of knowledge, especially with combustion engines. And then yeah, I do my own maintenance and I fix my own cars. So yeah, I mean, it's like for being a mechanic, it's like if you know how to take it apart, then you should be able to know how to put it back together, right? And vice versa. If you know how to put it together, you know how to take it apart, right? And it's the only way you can learn is by experience and not being afraid, because you can't break anything unless you forget how to put it back together. And you know, and everything you do in life, man. You know, when you take a new journey, or when you know you um when you take a new journey, and the Manu, hello from Greece. Hey, how's it going from Greece? Appreciate you guys. But yeah, so like when you start a new journey in life, man, you know, there's always that fear of the unknown, right? Because we don't know what's gonna happen at the end of the journey. And the same thing, like if you get into the hobby, RC, it doesn't matter if it's like RC, when you're building an RC, or you're buying it ready to run, or anything in life, man. You know, new job, new career. You know, you're not gonna be an expert from in the very beginning, you know. And but as long as I always tell people, you know, you keep going at it, practice, you know, practice, keep practicing, man. You eventually will get great at it, you know. Like for me, because like I try to tackle on too many different things, and I told myself, you know, if I just focus and concentrate on just one thing, I'll be great at it and probably be very successful at it. But because I get bored too easy, I want to get my hands on a lot of different things. But you know, but practice, man, and don't be afraid, man, to fail. I think you have to be willing to fail to succeed, and that's in life in general, you know. Um, that's life in general. I mean, you know, like I said, man, even like when you start a new job, you're not gonna be great at your new job. It's gonna take time, and you gotta be patient. And but eventually, when you know you keep working, you know, you keep practicing at it, you're gonna get better. And it's how much work you want to put into it. You know, the more time you put into something, the more you work hard at it, the better you're gonna get. You know, like I said, I'm not an RC expert, but I do have general knowledge. I may not get the terminology right, you know, but you know, you'll get good at it. You know, you'll figure that nitro buggy out, that truggy. Oh, yeah, that's what like one of my favorite RCs, man. If I could get a nitro buggy or truggy, I would. But they don't sell nitro here, so it's hard for me to get nitro. But yeah, I was hoping Low C or some RC manufacturer would come back with the gas powered nitro engine. But I guess you know, they, they, there was they was onto something big, you know, with that gasoline truggy. But I don't know, they gave up too easy. But yeah. What do you recommend? Nitro only brushless motors, because I feel nitro might get a bit expensive due to nitro fuel and parts are expensive. Nitro cars, but what do you think? You know, it's like I would I for me, I like the sound of a combustion engine, nitro, whether it's nitro or gas. I mean, there's no feeling than hearing that nitro power, right? The nitro sound or gasoline sound, and especially with nitro engines, man, because that thing they rev high, you know. So, uh, if it's in your budget, you know, go with the nitro. But you can't go wrong with either electric either. The only thing with electric, it is quiet, but you have that, you know, you have better low torque, uh, quicker startups. Um, I think like if you was to race, if you wanted to get into racing, track racing, I think nitro is the way to go. Because not only like I think nitro is the way to go, but you can't go wrong. Electric, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It's just totally different characteristics in regards when you race it on a track, take it on a track, or you drive it. Like I said, nitro, you probably don't have that. It's not as nitro is not as quick and fast off the start, but that top end, oh my god, yeah, the top end is unbeatable. And in regards to electric, you know, you have that quicker and faster start off the start, but you lose, you know, you can't really gain top speed, or you hit a plateau, right? Where nitro, you're consistently gaining speed, where electric, you hit that plateau and it will just be consistent throughout. So it's like totally what, you know, your preference. I you know, you can, if you can do both, you can, you know. I think doesn't, well, yeah, I guess the kit, like the low C chuggy uh or TLR chuggy kit. You can get it comes in nitro and electric. So you may wanna, if you get bored with your nitro, you can probably get that kit and try to build your one from the ground up. You can go either to horizonhobby.com or towerhobbies.com, and they do have the easy payment plan that you can do, and that can make it more affordable to afford RCs, man. When I got back into RC 6 years ago, Tower Hobbies, man, that was my main go-to tower hobby shop, because I was able to do easy plan, and people were wondering how I could afford all these RCs, and that was it, man. It was just easy plan. The Tower Hobbies easy plan, and their coupon discount codes, they made it very easy to afford RCs. But because Tower Hobbies got sold to Horizon Hobbies, they still kept the easy payment plan, but it's not the same. Even a lot of hobby shops is not the same. They're trying to be too greedy, but it is what it is. That's why they have PayPal. But now you have all these financial companies that the um, like Sizzle, Affirm, is the other one. Oh, there's a lot now. Zip, I think Zip. But through manufacturers or even through their apps, and they do the easy. They do the 4 installment plans. Um, Sometimes I think you can pay like every 2 weeks, so it makes it more affordable to afford RCs. But I don't recommend, if you can pay it cash, don't finance it. But zero interest, you can't go wrong with zero interest. What's the best affordable electric car you recommend? Ooh, you mean like in regards to um, it depends on what type of RC. I think for me, like the number one go-to electric is the Traxxas X Max. The Traxxas X Max. With electric, you can't go wrong. It depends on what type of RC you want to get into, right? So you have the bashers, you have the scalers, rock crawlers, you have the track racers, you have the speed runners and the drag race. Like for me, like the number one, like for no prep drag racing, man, I really like the DR10M, the team associated DR10M. It's an easy kit to build, um, and then easy kit to build. I do have the run video that I'm gonna show you folks in the future. My first run at it, I was pretty impressed. The way it tracked on the quarter mile or 132 feet, it actually went pretty straight. But it had some electrical issues on it, so I'm going to have to reevaluate the ESC. But I know you said affordable. Yeah, the DR10M, but right now Traxxas has a great sale on the Traxxas Drag Slash. It's going for ready to run version is $299.95. If you want another affordable one, the team associated DR10 no prep drag race ready to run, I think it's priced at $199.99. I'm really into the mini rock crawlers, where it's a 1/18 scale or 1/24 scale. I really like the Ford Bronco Axial SCX24. Traxxas just released the TRX-4M Ford Bronco Defender. That's priced at $149.95. I think you can't go wrong, and it pains me to say this, with any Traxxas out there, and they do have a big sale right now. Traxxas has a big sale on a lot of their RCs. You can right now they slash like at least $100. The E-Revo has always been popular, but I think it lost its popularity, or it's been decreasing. I don't see too many people with E-Revos now. That used to be very popular. I think yeah, it depends on your budget. you know, and it depends on what type of RC you want to get into. Well, you can't go wrong with Tamiya. Tamiya is like the old faithful. You need electric Tamiya, the kits, great quality, very affordable. Any of the buggies, like I guess you're into, if you're into track racing, and you wanted to get a good affordable buggy track racer, you can't go wrong with the Grasshopper. You definitely can't go wrong with the Frog, even the Hornet. You know, those are like pricing less than $200, just a kit version. Um, Kyosho, Kyosho is making a comeback. Armas, you know, yeah, it depends on your budget and what you're looking for in an RC, and you know, can you show the difference of a 24 scale to 118 scale? Yeah, right here. So 118 scale. This is the Easy RC that you can get on Amazon. It's a Jeep Wrangler Limited Rubicon. And so right here, the 124 scale Axial SCX 24. So here's the undercarriage. So slight difference. Rooftop. You know. This is actually really, I really like these Easy RC. They're about the same price as the Axial SCX 24. It could be a little bit cheaper, but this one, the shocks are just too soft for me, and it tends to roll over more compared to the Ford Bronco. Like I said again, I'm gonna give you folks another sneak peek. Here's my Axial SCX 24 Ford Bronco. So look forward to a build series on this, and links to the parts that I've got. So 24. My dad pretty interested in RC crawlers. TRX4, that's the direction I would go. TRX4 in regards to RC crawlers, but you know, I think this is the future right here. These 1/24 scale or 1/18 scale. So like I said, Traxxas, I just came out with the 1/18 scale Ford Bronco and Defender. But if you want the Jeep, you know, Easy RC and or Axial SCX 24, yeah, you can't go wrong either one. You know, what's the battery timing on them? So this is the reaction that comes with the Axial SCX 24. So it's a 2S 350 milliamp 30C LiPo battery. I've been able to get in about 20-minute run times on this. It all depends on how you run your RC, how much full throttle you use, or how heavy you are on the throttle. So you can easy 20 minutes. You could get more, you could get less. It all depends on how you run your RC. And then the same. So this is the Easy RC. This is a again 2-cell 7.4 volts 280 milliamp LiPo battery, 2C or 5C LiPo battery. So on the Easy RC, the same thing, plus or minus 20 minutes runtime. You should be able to get more runtime on this LiPo battery because it's a bigger milliamp and it's a lower C rating. So yeah, and I think I could get about 25 minutes. I mean, I think the 20 minutes is just the the sweet spot, but you can get more than 20 minutes. But like I said, it just depends on how you run your RC. TRX4, you said. So yeah, so if you want the 110 scale rock crawler, I like the right there, the TRX4. This is my Ford Bronco 2021, fully custom upgraded. I do have a series on this on my channel. So this is the RC four-wheel drive Chan front bumper with LED lights, and then with the winch. These are the Endura aluminum beadlock wheels, and then this is the RC four-wheel drive C-Chan rear bumper, and then again roof rack, LED lights right on the roof, on the roof, and then also on the front bumper it has the LED lights right here. And then also installed the lift kit, Traxxas lift kit on this, so that's why it looks like super lifted. I had to because these wheels and tires, the offset made the wheels stick out a little bit farther out, and then upgraded shocks from Traxxas, and then I put the protective aluminum plates on the axle hubs and underneath the chassis and for the front, and then also installed the Pro Scale light on this. I don't use it because the reason why these LED lights right here on the front bumper on the roof, they're super bright white, and then on the headlights for the Pro Scale, they're like amber color, so it looks kind of weird on the when you turn those lights on. So I turned off the Pro Scale lights, or disconnected it, and I'm just running the LED lights on the front bumper and on the roof. But look forward to our run video on that Ford Bronco. I'm just waiting for some camera equipment to come in, and so I'm trying to take a risk here and try to take RC run videos to a different level or perspective that people haven't. I don't think anyone has done on YouTube yet, or any YouTube channels has done yet. I could be wrong. Just give you folks a different point of view, I guess, or different perspective on run videos. Yeah, so that's the reason why I upgraded my filming equipment. So yeah, I mean, the more content, try, damn, it's pretty beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty surprised. When Ford actually came out with the true scale Ford Bronco, I wasn't a fan of the body. I thought it was like, I think the Jeep is still better. But when Traxxas came out with the TRX-4 Ford Bronco, I said, you know what, let's go try get that. Let's go get the Ford Bronco body and see what I can do to it to make it look a lot better. And that's, I like to be challenged. So you like I say, you gotta try to be open-minded and not just have a assumption or perception on certain things that like, well, maybe I can change that body and look better. And yeah, I think I'm pretty proud of it. I really like the Ford Bronco, how the Ford Bronco turned out. So yeah, I look forward to a run video on that. Hey man, yeah, yeah. So yeah, the TRX-4 rock crawl, you can't go wrong. I haven't took it on the trails yet, but because the front axles are proto axles, so basically it lifts the front axles higher, so you have a higher ground clearance, so it should perform really well out there. The weight and balance to the TRX-4 is well thought of. It's well balanced, so it should have great stability out on the trails. And the ready to run version, you get the differential lock, remote differential lock. You can do two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, I think. Yeah, a whole lot of functions and features. It's quite expensive though, but if you can afford it, then yeah, if it's in your budget, I definitely, the one thing about Traxxas, and when you buy a Traxxas, its durability. Traxxas RCs are tough, man, and they last long. And they last long, and they're simple, they're easy to use. Anybody can figure out the Traxxas. Traxxas make it so that even if you're a beginner or a novice into the RC, they make it easy for you to use. Plug and play. They like like people like to say, but yeah. But the only thing with Traxxas, they're getting quite expensive, even though they have a clearance sale right now or big sale right now, most of their RCs. But and I've a lot of fellow YouTubers who does RC content, and there were big Traxxas advocates. You know, I would like to call them fanboys, but out of respect, I'm not going to. But they're big on Traxxas, and for some strange reason, within the past, I would say 5 years, 6 years, they have fallen off the cliff with Traxxas, or so the relationship has been broken on them being loyal to Traxxas, and sometimes, like, cause like, oh, for me, like, cause other thing, one thing I got into was manufacturing drone parts. I have a manufacturing company in China, and I do also keep in touch with manufacturers in the you know in RC in general, whether it's crawling or racing RCs. But I know whereas again I lost my train of thought here, but yeah, Traxxas. Um, so I kind of have an idea what it takes from building an RC to production to finally getting it on the in the online stores or hobby shops. So like I said, yeah, okay, I dealt with a lot of manufacturers in China, and 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 there's some companies, man, they're just arrogant, and it not just goes for like Chinese manufacturing, but just companies in general, no matter where they are in the world. And my personally, I haven't dealt with Traxxas directly, but according to some fellow YouTubers, it seems like Traxxas has become very arrogant. It's like their RCs are the best, and they know that, and they know they have a loyal following, a big loyal following. A lot of millions or even billions of fanboys around the world. So it's not just Traxxas alone. I mean, I had that personally with like Fat Shark. Uh, what is that one radio company called? Oh, FR Sky. These people just came off arrogant, and I'm like, wow, man, I don't even want to even deal with them. I don't want someone don't want to sell their products, and I don't want to even promote their products. But like for me, I personally I haven't any dealt with Traxxas personally, but I think a lot of fellow YouTubers, they're pretty upset with Traxxas. So I don't know. I have no idea. Everybody's personal experience with these manufacturers are totally different. But I can't put judgment on myself on Traxxas because I have no personal. The only personal experience I have with Traxxas is with the RCs itself, and my collection of Traxxas. I have the Traxxas X Max. Well, actually, I bought a lot of Traxxas in the past. I had the E Revo at one point, the Rustler, XO1. I think I had like 3 of them at one point, at least 2. The Ford Bronco TRX-4 or Slash, and their other RCs are awesome, man. There's no doubt about it. You out of all the brands out there, I would say Traxxas is number one in regards to quality, dependability, reliability, and the simplicity. Using their RCs, even their kits are easy to build. Even though I haven't built a kit yet, but I do plan to do a TRX4 build one day. But yeah, I built a couple of team associated kits. Their kits are easy to build. But overall, like in general, team associated, it's hit and miss. They have some very cool, great RCs, and some are not that great. I bought a lot of Losis in the past. Losis are high quality, but sometimes it's just like the user experience when it comes to simplicity, it can get very complicated. So, but Losi is a great company, a great brand. Very pricey, but it all depends. Like, seems like everybody's heading towards the Arma brand. I haven't gotten Arma RC yet. Maybe in the future, I'm looking at the Limitless RC. So maybe one day we'll see, one step at a time. I don't want to conquer the road, all at once. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of a lot of for me, like when you buy a product, right? Once you have a great experience with the brand, you're gonna have brand loyalty. So the only way you're gonna know is to try all different types of brands, all different types of RCs, and that's gonna cost you a lot. But in the long run, who knows? You become loyal to one brand. Me, I'm not loyal to one brand. I try to do different brands. I think that's the only way you can go. I used to buy a lot of Axios, and Axial, well, back in the day when I first bought Axial products or RCs, they were so completely opposite of Traxxas. Axial, their RCs or the ready to run versions, they broke easy, and you could tell like they were using lower grade quality or lower grade parts, especially when it comes to the plastic and electronics, and they still do. It hasn't changed, but it's the one of the greatest way to keep your RC running is PM or preventive maintenance. And if you just run your RCs or you bash it, and you don't do any type of maintenance, it will eventually stop running. No matter if it's a Traxxas RC, Axial, Low C, Team Associated, you know, it's all about maintenance. Because you don't want corrosion to build up in your RCs, and especially electronics. So you want to get in there with the lube, you know. You can't go wrong with WD-40. You can use WD-40 on pretty much anything. You can also use it on electronics, especially the electronic contacts. That way it prevent corrosion. If your electronics die, doesn't mean it's dead completely. You may have corrosion may have built up in your electronics, so you may want to get in there with some kind of WD-40, or you want to, or electronic WD electronic lube, I guess, um, to just lube it up and to knock off the corrosion. Yeah, it's all about maintaining, using that lube, taking your RCs apart, doing maintenance and putting it back together again. So so yeah, it doesn't matter like if you, as long as you preventive maintenance on your RCs, it doesn't matter what brand of RC, it will it will continue to work. But like say if you run it, like for me, like I would run my RCs and I would run it in salt water, and and then I'll put it on the shelf and neglect it, ignore it, and don't do the preventive maintenance, and it'll stop working. And that's all on me. That's my fault. Like I said, usually when after you run an RC, you want to do the preventive maintenance. That's why this thing doesn't run anymore. The suspension is just locked in, or not the transmission. So I'm gonna have to take it apart, which is kind of ironic because when I was doing the Ford Bronco build, the SX24, it's all plastic gears, especially in the transmission. So I don't know why it's all binding, but I'll do a try to fix it because I have a lot of spare parts. But yeah. So how long you are planning to keep on doing RC stuff, or you are planning to change your plan in future if you see any other opportunities? Oh, so you know, RC will always be a big part of my life, man. And so it for me, I will still continue to do content on this channel. I'm not gonna give up on YouTube. I actually want to expand, my content on YouTube. So, I started a gaming channel on YouTube. I neglected that for the last couple years because there is no great games out there to play video games. But I'm planning to purchase another gaming PC and just have that set up strictly for live streaming. I may do live streaming on YouTube Gaming, and may also do live streaming on Twitch, and also not only on those platforms but also on Facebook, uh, Instagram, and TikTok, and whatever platform is out there. Um, you know, you have to be willing to expand. I think in business 101, the only way you can increase your revenue is to uh, increase um, your reach, or your product, right? The more products you sell, the more money you make. So the more you put yourself out there, the more you're able to build your I guess your following, your viewership. Um, like yeah, I'll try to do the best I can in this channel and do content consistently, but sometimes life takes me in different direction or different places, and I have to focus and concentrate on that, because right now YouTube is not putting a roof over my head and food on the table. Hopefully, maybe one day it will. Who knows? That's the goal. That is the mission, and that is the motivation. But for now, I'm just gonna treat it as a hobby, and like I said, the most important thing is trying to help you folks out the best way I can, and just being genuine and real. And like I'm human. I'm not perfect. I get emotional. you know and when I first started, I wanted to portray a nice guy, and that wasn't gaining any traction. And for me, it's just being real. And I guess that's why I like doing the live stream more than doing the editing part, because live stream, you can't fake it. Do you think nitro cars have future, or the hype is no more? Oh, I think there'll always be um room for nitros, or even, yeah, I think, to me, like, nitros and gas will always have a big part in RCs. For me, like, RCs just has become too expensive. No matter if it's nitro, gas, or electric, it has become too expensive. And what if, I don't know, like, maybe one day, when next time I go in live stream, because they actually, not your typical two-stroke nitro engines, was right, two-stroke, single-stroke, but they're actually coming out, and they've been coming out with this for a while. I don't know if you have heard of the brand Toyan. I think it's Toyan. Well, let's go look it up. I think it's Sterling Link. Sterling Link. Sterling. Right. CTW. So okay, Sterling. Okay, go Sterling kit. So okay, so let's go back to window capture. So here I'm on sterlingkit.com. So shop. So here, these Toyin engines, man. I don't know if you ever seen this before, but they actually have replica V8 running engines, but the price is ridiculous. Like 1,800 for this guy. I don't know what the size is. I think it's a 1/10 scale. It could be 1/8 scale. But yeah, so they actually replica running nitro engines, and I think they went into, yeah, it's just so 1,500 RPM nitro RC engine, all pre-order. So howling L4, 4-stroke, yeah. So if they ever could bring the prices down on these, this will take RC to the next level. Here's, you have the fuel kit, water cooling kit. Yeah, these are just expensive. But yeah, if you want to go check out these engines, sterlingkit.com. It's just the price on these are just remarkable. Out of my reach right now. So yeah, I mean, nitro and gas will always have a place in RCs, man. I mean, like say, if I could get a nitro car, I would, but the only setback is I won't be able to get nitro fuel. Because before 2020, there was a lot of hype for nitro, but these days almost everyone's shifting to electric. Yeah, I guess because gas prices went up, and like you said, I don't know how much a gallon of nitro costs. I could look it up. Amainhobbies. So right here at Amainhobbies, 20% of nitro fuel for a quart is $15. I don't know how many runs you can do with that, but not. I don't think it's overly expensive, but I think people sometimes, but like because like inflation, because higher rent, groceries cost more. You know, it's like buying a sandwich, right? Um, Before you could buy the bread, the meat of your choice, the cheese, the vegetables, right? Now, because of prices, high food prices, the cost of food, um, instead of getting, you can get the bread and you get the meat, but you have to sacrifice the cheese and the vegetables, right? The lettuce, tomato, onions, whatever you want to put, pickles, right? Yeah, you just eat the sandwich, just the bread and the choice of meat. And it's the same thing, same approach when you into RCs, right? So when you got into nitro because of the rising gas prices. Good thing gas prices is going down. It's trending down now, but I guess back, like I said, back in 2020 with the gas prices super high, um, you know, like human beings, um, in order to survive, right, in this world, you have to be willing to evolve and adapt, right? Adapt to changing conditions. So, you know, so where electric, it's a one-time purchase, and like I said, the low C TLR kit, chuggy kit, you can get it nitro and electric. So where electric, where it's a one-time purchase of just the electronic setup, ESC, and motor, brushless motor, and then you don't have to buy anything else after that. So it's in the long run, it's gonna save you money. Where in nitro, you have to consistently buy nitro fuel. Like I don't know how much nitro fuel costs for people, but yeah, I mean, to run your nitro consistently and often, it's gonna the cost is gonna add up in the long term wise. So electric long term wise, it's a more cost effective. Nitro long term wise, it's gonna cost you a lot more, not as cost effective as compared to the electric. And I guess, like I said, it's only human nature to evolve and adapt to survive, right? So you have to, it's like any business, you have to look at cutting costs sometimes in order to survive or uh, be in business. So yeah, if you can save $15 a month on nitro, then you probably just end up going with electric. And when you have to think about it long term wise. Like I said, everybody's budget is different. Everybody finance is different, so it all depends on. But with gas prices going down, and like say, like to me, like in the past 5 years, RC manufacturers, not just Traxxas alone, but most of them, you know, low C, um, team associate, especially like low C and Axial. I would say Traxxas, low C, and Axial. Comes to mind. They have raised their prices on their RC significantly, a lot, and back in the days when I got back into RC, man, for me, like I said, I used to purchase my RCs on Tower Hobbies, and the reason why is because number one, the easy payment plan, and number two, the discount coupon codes. And living here all in Hawaii, man, if I could save on shipping, any type of saving, what is a plus. And but when the manufacturers started increasing the price on RCs, and made it like so unaffordable, you know, I was like, I had to really think about about purchasing my next RC, whether it made sense to me long term wise, or was it because I look at everything now as like an investment. And if it's a good investment, then I'm willing to invest in it. But if it's not a good investment, then you know, yeah. I mean, like I said, everybody's different, so it's all depends. I think it's just, yeah. If manufacturers just be more consistent, and if they're willing to drop the price, man, they probably you know their revenue will increase, and their profits will increase. But when you try to gouge the customer, it's the same thing like FPV, man. FPV electronic parts, man, expensive, man. I remember when flight controllers used to cost like less than $30. Now they're like $70. ESCs, man. ESCs too are expensive, but yeah, it's all about pricing, man. If you outprice your products where people can afford them, your revenue is gonna decrease, man. So, yeah, it's no matter how big of a YouTuber you have promoting your RCs, man. Even though they're not RC content YouTube channels, I know like the Dude Perfect, and I think Roman Atwood at one point, Traxxas, I guess, promoted their RCs on their channels and try to grow their, But I guess for me the biggest promotion, and it's free too, is word of mouth. With any product or brand, if people really love it, they like it, they're gonna, people eventually hear it from either social media, friends, family. Yeah, the market is mad expensive. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, the prices are ridiculous. But eventually, like, even I said this on one of my live streams, like, they're not gonna, like when Traxxas came out with their drag slash, I was like, they priced it at $499.99, and I said, the only ones that are gonna buy that is YouTube content creators and Traxxas fanboys. And it didn't fly off the shelf, and they were stuck on a lot. They had a lot of stock of those drag slash for what, over a year now. And you look at where the price is at now. I mean, they slashed it more than about 40% cheaper. So it's right now priced at $299.95, down from $499.95. So you're saving about easy $200. And now it's flying off the shelf. It's, I think the red, the white, it's sold out on Amainhobbies website. And they're limited quantities on the other colors. I think the green is limited quantities, and the blue. I think the purple is very available. But yeah, as you can see, the pricing is everything, when you're selling a product, man. So, like I said, for me, my philosophy when it comes to business 101 is all about generating the most revenue you can. And, if you try to, gouge your customers, no matter how loyal your customers are, they're not gonna, because people, financially are, some people can afford it at that price, and some people can't, right? So, yeah. Yeah. So, oh man, this probably been my longest stream in a while, but it's probably the most viewership I ever got on my live streams. But yeah, man, I appreciate every single one of you. And thank you, Ali, Gummy, and Demano. I don't know if I butchered your name. Sorry, from Olive from Greece. But I appreciate you guys joining in the chat. And like I said, I will continue doing content on my YouTube channel, especially when it comes to RC. So I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm here for the long run. I already invested a lot into this RC channel, but like I said, I'll try to do my best I can to keep upgrade my content, my video quality, my live streams, and most importantly, help you folks out the best way I can. Like I said, I'm a human. I'm not perfect. I'm not an expert, but like I said, man, it's all about trying to help people out there. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep grinding. Yeah, man, Ali, anytime, man, you're always welcome to join in the chat, and you're always welcome to comment if you have any questions. You can ask me any question you can, and I'll try to give you the best answer the best way I can. It may not be the right answer, but hopefully, like I said, I'll try to give you the best answer I can and get you pointed in the right direction. And I'm looking forward to you sharing your RC experience. And man, like I said, hopefully one day I'll see you holding up that championship trophy in the Nitro class, track racing. and then go out there and scale rock crawl. Yeah, don't worry, man. We all get nervous. We get scared, afraid when we start something new, but you eventually get it. I know you will. You know, you learn that Nitro. Yeah, you learn and understand the Nitro how it works, and it's gonna help you in real life scenarios, and especially yeah, I don't know how good a mechanic you are, but it will help you in real life and in scale cars. I know that for sure. I don't have a set schedule on live stream. I try to live stream at least once a week, sometimes more. I'll probably try, um, live do a schedule live stream. But because with a lot of things going on right now in my life, I can't do a schedule live stream. So I just pop off out of the blue. But yeah, if you can make it, appreciate it. But there always will be the VOD, the VOD that you can watch later on. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, like you. I'm still trying to learn this YouTube thing. The algorithm. YouTube has a new algorithm. Learning live streaming and what works for my viewership. So it's a learning experience. I'm learning like you. So eventually, hopefully, I'll get it. Hopefully, I continue to grow. If I like say if one day I can do this full time, that'd be great. But if I don't, like say, I actually I am well off. Like I said, man, because I made great investments, but those investments are not gonna pay off till I turn 55. But for now, I'm good, man. Oh, I started. How long I've been on YouTube? I started this YouTube channel in March 2014. So 8 years. Content goes way back. You can see the big difference from where I started to where I'm at now. Content has changed, but I'm trying to not only live stream, not only do build videos, but also do more run videos, more vlogging on this YouTube channel. So yeah, you see some screw ups, man. I'm not afraid to show my screw ups. I have that video coming, and it has to do with this RC right here, the Team Associated DR10M. So look for that video in the future. But I learned a lot. I think that's like a great video where where you're starting off something new, like for example your Nitro experience. You're learning about Nitro RCs, and for me, no prep drag racing is new. I'm new to that. I'm still learning it. I mean, I do have several no prep drag racing ready to runs. I have the drag slash, the 22S from Losi, and also the Team Associated DR10. But to build one from ground up, it's a totally different than doing a ready to run version. And what I've learned in this particular experience is I need a different electronic setup. Especially when it comes to the ESC, but that's in a future live stream or video. So I'm gonna share that with you folks. Just to warn you folks, I do swear. In that video, I thought of editing that part out, but I do swear. I know I don't swear a lot on this YouTube channel, but I'm just not gonna edit it. I'm just gonna leave it as is. I think it's just better content. So don't be offended if I swear. but I think it's a great entertaining video that I'm willing to post. I know I'm gonna take a lot of heat on that video. I know, yeah, I know there's gonna be a lot of people. It's gonna come with a lot of heat, a lot of criticism. But hey, man, I'm built like a rock, man. I'm willing to take all the heat. I'm expecting it. So when you expect something, the more you can absorb it, or more that you can deal with it. So, but yeah, but I look forward to that. I probably after I get off this live stream, I'll probably edit that video and then post it as a VOD. And so yeah. I honestly appreciate and love your thoughts and help, man. Honestly, you really came out nowhere on YouTube when I was looking for trouble. Hey, for Ali, thanks for the donation, and appreciate it, man. Yeah, like I say, if you need help, man, I'm here. You also can have my Instagram if you wanna follow me on Instagram. It's irock_RC on Instagram. So I'll be posting content on my Instagram. I know I haven't posted content on it in a while, but also I'll also be posting content on YouTube Shorts. So yeah, a lot of content, a lot of me. Yeah, I'll follow you back, my friend. So yeah, I appreciate the donation, Ali. Like I said, man, yeah, anything I'm if you want to get into FPV drone, I can help you out. I mean, I haven't done it or flown in a while, or my my quads. I've flown the DJI, but not my um um what is that impulse impulse not apex train apex. Oh yeah, I can do the link right now. No, that's not it. Let's see. All right. So yeah, right there, that's the link to my Instagram. If you want to go follow me on Instagram, I haven't posted content lately, but or in a while, but I'll be posting a lot of reels and photos on my Instagram. And then yeah, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. All right, man. Appreciate for the help, and it was fun listening to you. I gotta go now, and hopefully you also chat on Instagram. Yeah, man. DM me if you want any questions if you ever have on RCs. I'll try to answer. Like I said, I try to answer the best way I can, or try to get you the right answer. But yeah, again, I appreciate the donation. Like I said, I appreciate all the viewers. I had 47 people come onto this live stream. You have a great day, Ali, and also the rest of you folks, or whether you're watching this on live stream or VOD. Like I said, I appreciate every single one of you. Rock is here to stay. I'll continue to make RC content in the future. Like I said, I'll try to do my best to be more consistent. But most importantly, I'm gonna give it my all and pour out my heart and soul into this channel and see what happens. But again, like my friend Chris at Everyday RC Sage, make it happen. So yeah, man. You take care too, Ali. Um, Appreciate you guys. I rock forever. Yeah, much appreciated, man. You got my respect also. So yeah. So to my next live stream or VOD, take care and aloha. Shaka. And I'm out.